Debonair. Okay.
I'm scared about getting back on YouTube.
No, don't be scared, man. Don't be scared. I was literally about to throw the towel in, and then YouTube sent me like a email notification that was like, "Oh, congratulations, you've been accepted into pro." I was like, "What? Excuse me?"
No, seriously, get that money. Like, to me, it's like more of, I think, something I would want to do for fun. I honestly stopped YouTube originally over, I don't know what we're allowed to say, but a dude. He didn't like me being on the internet like that.
Oh, he was controlling.
He was controlling, and like he thought that me being on the internet was a way of me seeking attention from men or something, and I was just like, it's something I like to do. So I gave it up completely. But yeah, it's crazy out here.
Yeah, nah, it's hilarious. I literally just told her name's Jay. I was just having this conversation with her, and I was telling her, yo, a lot of these guys are insecure, man. Y'all gotta pick wisely, man. Like I'm not. I was never on that stuff, man. I never really cared to be sitting there checking your phone, trying to see what you're doing, where you at. I don't got time for stuff like that, bro. I got too much stuff on my mind to be trying to figure out what you got. I got a full-time job, I got my own this, that, and third. Going back and forth with this doctor's program. Like the last thing I need to be doing is checking up on you, trying to figure out what the hell you doing. Like, no, you grown. Do what you want to do.
But like, insecure men are dangerous though. Dangerous. Like, life-ending dangerous.
Listen.
Dangerous. No, seriously, if you think about it, I feel like men, I mean, this is not even what we're gonna be talking about, but I just feel like men, if you they like women who have like stuff going on, have goals, everything, until you actually date them.
Yeah.
And then it goes left because you become like an enemy or something, like, oh, you're trying to one up me or whatever. It's not like a, oh, we're together, my girlfriend's doing so good. Nah. It's dangerous.
And they do stuff like that because they want to make sure that you stay dependent on them so they can control everything and stuff like that, man. Like, I mean, trust me, like I said, majority of my friends are female, so I have to hear these stories all day long, man. So I trust me, I already know the nonsense you've been through, man. I'm sorry. That's all I'm gonna say. I would keep saying I'm sorry, but
like,
I'm sorry.
Oh no, these dudes. Yeah. Have you ever had like a crazy experience with a female that you might say like shared those characteristics?
Yes, she wasn't controlling like that though. She was crazy, like she was legit crazy. But not like that, like to the point where she controlling stuff like that. But she was like she was abused by her mom and she was sexually abused by her neighbor and stuff like that. So it was a lot. I didn't know any of this until like a year and a half, 2 years into the relationship. By that time, I had already, So I was stuck. I was like, damn, bro, like I can either leave or try to get her some help. So I tried to stay with her, try to get her some help. She was living with me and everything, man. Like she was living with me for like a year and however long she was living with me. And I tried to get her like some help with like, behavioral psychology, psychiatrist or whatever they call it. And she just didn't want help from anybody, man. I just got fed up. I was like, yeah, I'm out. I'm done. I can't do it anymore. She was having like random temper tantrums and stuff like that. Like the smallest thing would set her off. And it was just like, yeah, I'm out, bro. I can't deal with this. So yeah, trust me.
Like, I dealt with an angry dude and it's just not it. Like living with him, everything. How did you separate yourself? So she was living with you at one point.
Yeah.
You were offering to get her help. How did she depart from your house? Was that a whole thing?
No, it wasn't a whole thing. She left. I actually helped her move out of my place and she moved into her own place. She got a room with someone. I don't know why, but whatever. Because she was like, oh, well, I don't want to be here and da 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 da. I'm like, all right, bro, like it is what it is. Because I never charge her for rent. I never charge her anything. I'm like, yo, stay here. I think I was still doing my bachelor's back then. She was finishing her social and she was starting her bachelor's program. And I told him like, yo, well, the best thing for you to do is to stay here, save your money up, do this, and third. She was working at Teleperformance. I'm like, so save your money up, go to school, do whatever it is you got to do.
First red flag, Teleperformance.
Yeah, I know, right?
Teleperformance. That's all you had to say. Like,
listen. Everybody in Broward know about TP.
Oh no.
But yeah, no, me and her, we was together for I want to say almost 5 years. She lived with me for like a year, and however long she was living with me, man. Like I said, her mom was physically abusive and stuff like that. Her dad would abuse her mom, and her mom would abuse the kids. and stuff like that. So that's how she grew up. And you know, they're like, you know, they're illegal. You know, whatever, they're from the Caribbean. And so at the time, I should say, they were illegal. So when she was getting sexually assaulted by her neighbors, she would tell her mom about it. Her mom didn't want to say anything because, you know, they didn't want to get the police
Yeah, she
involved.
can't get involved with the police.
Exactly, yeah. So she just had to sit there and deal with that. So that happened from like 13, 14 until like 16, 17, until she finally moved out. Until they moved out of that area and stuff like that. But by that time, the damage was already done. She was already getting physically abused by her mom, and then she had to, you know, be abused by the damn neighbor and stuff like that, man. So like after I found out all the other stuff, man, because she would have like small little anger spasms or whatever you want to call it, and it was small, it was light. And then once it started getting to a point where I was like, yeah, I don't know if I can do this, then that's when she started telling me
Once
everything.
you start touching me,
Bro, I was like, yeah, I don't know what to say, bro. So I tried my best to get her as much help as I could, scheduled appointments with her, did walk-ins, all that. She would just stay outside. She would never let anybody talk to her. When they did come outside to talk to her, she would just sit there and be quiet. I'm like, bro, come on, like, you're gonna have to meet me halfway. So I told her, I'm like, yo, listen, I can't stay in a relationship with you anymore because of these crazy ass anger problems that you're having. So it's either you're gonna get help or we gotta separate. And so we separated. So
that literally happened to me, and I was with him for 4 years.
Yeah.
And it was kind of the same thing. Like moving in just made it worse.
Yeah.
I think like before you move in, you see signs that okay, you have anger problems. But once you're like confined, there's no boundaries anymore. It just gets bad. But honestly, do you feel like more relieved that you're out of it? I can imagine.
Yeah, I definitely feel relieved, man. Because and I was telling people, like telling everybody, like I've been skinny my whole life. So when I was with her, I was losing weight. So I was like, bro, how the hell am I losing weight? Like, what weight do I even have to lose? Like, this is crazy. And so, but yeah, I felt happy, man. I was just done. I had like felt like I had a huge weight lifted off my shoulders. She was the reason why I didn't start my master's on time. I was supposed to start my master's immediately after I finished my bachelor. I finished my bachelor's in 2016, 2017. And so she was like, oh, well, you know, I barely get to see you now because you're always working. So if you start your master's, I'm never going to see you. So I was like, all right, cool, whatever, I'll stop. So after me and her was done, I just enrolled in a master's program, finished, graduated. She saw my pictures I put up on Instagram, and she's like, oh, you didn't even invite me. I'm like, bro, we not together. What are you talking about? I didn't invite you.
Trying to derail me. Like, what? No, that's literally how they are, though.
Yeah.
I had my ex-boyfriend made me cry on the way to my graduation, like threatening to leave me in Miami, all types of stuff. Like, it's not worth it. Sometimes you just have to love yourself more.
That's facts.
Than that person.
That's facts.
Because once you're like tolerating disrespect,
yeah.
First of all, you don't need to change yourself to be loved by anybody else. Like that's the first thing. But the second thing is you can't tolerate disrespect just because you're desperate for that love from that person. If they're not going to give it to you, they're not going to give it to you. There's no point of like, okay, well, yeah, I got caught out of my name, or yeah, they put their hands on me, or whatever the case is, and you're just like, but I don't want to be alone, so I'm just going to get over it. Like, you should never not love yourself enough to be like, I don't have to deal with this.
Yeah.
So I think that's where a lot of toxic relationships, the line get blurred and it just continues for a long time.
Yeah. I like that you said that, man. A lot of people be fearing being alone. I think that's what it is. Yeah, a lot of people fear being alone and they fear starting over in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? Because especially me, like for example, like after me and her broke up, I didn't want to start over again. You know, in a relationship. But I was like, bro, I don't want to do that shit, man. Like I don't like for what. You know what I mean? So it's I never feared being alone, but when I hear other women and other men that say it, I get what they're saying. I understand it. But I never, me personally, I never care. Like when I'm single, I'm happy. When I'm in a relationship, I'm happy. I'm gonna be happy regardless. You know what I'm saying? So whether you're here with me or not, and so you start causing me stress or start causing me any type of anything that's gonna throw my energy off, then it's like, all right, cool, it's time to go. You know what I'm saying? So but a lot of people they don't know how to be happy with themselves. They don't know how to be happy with themselves alone or you know, single, all this other stuff. Like I see girls post all the time, oh my God, I'm single, I hate this. I'm like, bro, hate it for what? Like you focus on you, get back to what makes you happy, and then you just move on. You can't make yourself happy, then you'll need to be with someone that you shouldn't be basing your happiness off someone else making you happy. You should be able to make your own self happy.
Exactly. And if you're not happy within yourself and using somebody else to cope, and this is really like not to be extreme, but that boyfriend, girlfriend can die tomorrow. If you lie your sole happiness in that person, what are you gonna do without them? Like in all reality. And I think a lot of us try to use people as like a coping mechanism. Like you don't like
Yeah.
something about yourself, so you try to seek this love from that person, and that's where desperation comes in. Like, oh, I don't want to be alone. But you, once you're looking for love and forcing it, you get riffraff. You get people who want to who have the opportunity to manipulate you because you're willing to tolerate and deal with anything just off of the fact that I don't want to be alone.
Yeah,
No, like the right people come when you're not looking for it.
yeah, that's true.
So I think that's like a huge problem within people in general. I still struggle with this, don't get me wrong, but but like it's real. Like, I don't know. Self-love is everything.
That's facts. That's facts. And I'm glad that you got out when you did, man, because you hear these crazy ass stories about these guys doing all this, unspeakable damn things to these girls, man. Like it's sad, man. It's really sad. Y'all got it hard, man. I'm not even gonna lie. Y'all definitely got it hard when it comes to guys, man. Like I complain because I only date women, but I do complain about dating women. But like when I hear y'all stories, man, I'm like, damn, bro, I get it. Cool. You know what I'm saying? It's hard for y'all, man. It's hard for y'all. Don't give up though. I got faith.
Like us women have to be better. Like we're girls. Like we hold so much power. Like these dudes. Sorry, I know you're a dude, but it's not worth destroying you end up destroying yourself in the long run.
Yeah.
And they went off and not care. Like no point. None.
That's real.
Wait, so let's get into these questions. We didn't even answer the question.
Oh, let me get started. Well, okay, hold on. Let me get started. I got it right now. I was liking the dialogue. Hold on. Let me.
Oh yeah, I mean, I just talk a lot. Like.
They ain't put it on this bottle, so they can't sip on this. Don't you try to boost me up, don't try to get on, bitch. Cause I'ma act like I don't know you, nigga. That's real shit. I'm from a place where you get chased with full clips, AKs and that type of shit. By the police, bitch. They quit to throw the seeds on you, so grow away from your kids. I'm just trying to beat the odds, only have to be another statistic. I made it. Yep, I made it. Yep. Okay.